Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Suzanne Morphew case. This case, it's really crazy and there's not a lot of information, but the information that is part of this case doesn't really add up and make a whole lot of sense, and there's a lot of inconsistencies as well. Suzanne Morphew was 49 years old and she went out on Mother's Day, May 10th of this year, and she went for a bike ride and basically vanished. Now, Suzanne rode her bike frequently. She apparently did it all the time, the same day on Sundays. She really didn't switch up her routine much, which is basically like a lot of people. Now, family and friends have offered $200,000 along with the FBI and the Colorado Bureau of Investigations to be able to look and find her for anything. They just want her safe return. Well, apparently, Barry Morphew, which is her husband, was away for work when this unraveled. And basically, because it was Mother's Day, her daughters kept trying to call her, couldn't get a hold of her. So then they called a neighbor and said that they couldn't get a hold of her. That's when basically this all began. Most recently, an Arizona man, he said to be a YouTuber, actually recorded talking secretly to Barry Morphew, the husband. Apparently, the video is also removed. I actually found some links to the video, so I'll put them below. If they're not still there, it's because they got removed. Now I'm going to quote this. Barry Morphew says to the guy, "What seems to have happened from the investigators, and they don't give much, and I got a private people working for me, is that maybe she was abducted." So he says that in the video. It's kind of interesting. He says that he was cleared by law enforcement, but law enforcement just got done saying that no one is cleared, no one's off the table. So I thought that was a little bit inconsistent and strange. Here are some of the strange occurrences, because that's basically all the facts. And it's strange because there's just so little evidence and information, and the police are obviously being really tight-lipped because I think that they know obviously way more than we do. So apparently her bike had been found, but that's not true. That kind of was a rumor, and it's not confirmed by law enforcement at all whatsoever. Friends say, and neighbors say too, nobody saw her on the bike that morning. Now, Barry's nephew, his name's Trevor, he's the one who said that police had recovered her bicycle, and police never confirmed this. Police only said that it was a personal item. Now, the police did go and search the Morphew home, and they went twice, and they actually left with evidence bags. They also went and dug up concrete at one of his landscaping work sites, but nothing was ultimately found. Now, another strange occurrence is that when she vanished, apparently he was in Denver at the time training because he was doing firefighter stuff. But what's really strange is that right after she vanished, I guess he came home, and then he was out and about in the city walking around telling people what she looked like, what bike she had, what outfit she was wearing. And that's kind of strange to me, because if you weren't home, how would you know what she was wearing? I mean, maybe a daughter told them, but that doesn't make sense either because the children didn't live with them. So how would he really know what she was wearing, and if nobody's seen her? That just doesn't add up to me. Now, the cameras around their house, they lived in like a, I think it was like $10 million mansion. It was huge. And so none of the cameras were working when they bought the house. And it's said because that they were inoperable because they needed to be upgraded, which they never ended up doing. But neighbors had said that not a lot of people had cameras because it was like really safe and secluded type of area. A lot of people say too, and there's really no reasoning for this that I could really find, but they think that the personal item could have been staged, most possibly to throw people off. Now, what's crazy is that Suzanne beat cancer twice, which is absolutely incredible. And people are speculating, and this is total speculation, that Barry didn't expect her to live the second time through the cancer. He had really persisted her to move from Indiana to Colorado, to this really remote area, and she didn't want to at all whatsoever. She didn't want to leave Indiana. Her kids didn't move with her, and the area was really, really remote. What's really strange about that is that right after she vanished, he closed on the Indiana property, like right after he made the video about begging her for her to come home for like 25 seconds. He went and closed on the Indiana house and then ended up buying more property in Colorado. So I think that's just kind of strange. I do find it strange too that she's been missing, and he filed recently for legal guardianship of her. So that means she doesn't have to sign over any financial documents, any of her financial accounts. So he'll be totally in control of that. And it said that when her mom passed away, she gave Suzanne a lot of money, but it was only to Suzanne, not to the both of them. So that's pretty much the facts that I've gathered from this case. I feel like what's really weird about this case is that all the strange occurrences, you know what I mean? They're kind of like uneasy. So let me know what you guys think below. I love hearing your guys' comments. So I hope they end up finding her. I hope they find her safe, to be honest with you. I even saw some people had theories that maybe she went and left on her own and didn't want to be found, like she wanted to disappear. I find it strange because, I don't know, she had no money or anything like that. There's no large sums taken out of like her financial accounts. So I feel like that would obviously be like a big red flag if that was the case. So let me know your guys' thoughts. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you soon. Bye.